Hello YouTube world, thanks for joining me once again. I have a good project to work on today and I'll show it to you here in a second. What it is a Roto chipper shredder, and I'll show it to you. What I done is I went to Harbor Freight and bought a new engine for it because the engine that's on it's no good. Don't have no compression, no fire or anything. So I thought the easiest way to revamp this thing is buy a Predator engine from Harbor Freight. So that's what I done. I'll show you this chipper shredder. It's kind of a neat tool, I guess. I've seen a lot of them on YouTube videos after I come across this one, and I thought it'd be nice to go and power this one, I guess, and use it here on the homestead to grind up stuff for mulch for my raised garden beds next year. I'll be doing grass clippings and corn stalks and old grass bales, stuff like that, make mulch for my garden beds. So I'm going to show you the chipper shredder right now. Here it is. It's called a Roto-Hoe cut and shred shredder. It's a model 2000, serial number 36034. It is made in Newberry, Ohio. I tried finding information on them and on the internet, and didn't really find a whole lot. Just a lot of people have them on Craigslist or on YouTube, and I did find a couple on eBay that they're selling different models, of course. A lot of them are reconditioning them, putting them Harbor Freight motors on them, the Predator engines, and redoing them. And that's what I plan on doing to this one today. At least get the engine mounted. I need new belts. The belts are shot on it. But I thought it'd be a handy tool to use here on the homestead. So that's what I plan on doing. Right there's the engine. I got a good deal on it. It's $99.99. I had a coupon. So I went and I actually picked up 3 of these engines because I have 2 more projects after this one that I'll be doing videos on. But if you bear with me, I'm going to shut the camera off now and I'm going to pull this engine off, see what I'm going to need to mount this new engine. I will have to pull this pulley guard off this engine, hopefully be able to mount it on the new Predator engine. As you can see, the belts are all cracked and worn. Don't see any numbers on them, of course, because they're so worn, they're weathered so bad. But hopefully I can figure out what size belts it needs and I can get some new ones. Anyways, I'll get started. I'll be back with you in just a little bit. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I have the engine mounted on the chipper shredder. And after I got that mounted, I guess I decided to take the belt cover off here. And when I done that, I noticed this tension, the spring for the tensioner was loose. So I had to reconnect it right down here and bend that over so it would stay in position. And that's the tensioner for the belt. Tighten up the belt so it'll drive the chipper shredder. You just pull this handle back, let it down, and it puts pressure against the belts. The belts will be up and running over the top of these pulleys right here. But I have the engine mounted. I need to take this pulley off this engine and get it mounted on here. There's a set screw there. Hopefully without too much trouble I can get that set screw loose, get that pulley off, and get it mounted. Once I get that done, then I'll put the old belts back on and see if that tensioner tightens them up enough or not, or if I need a little bit shorter belts. They seem like they're awful long or awful stretched, so I don't know if it'll take the tension out or take the slack out with that tensioner down, but I'll just have to give it a try. Well, I'm going to try and get this pulley off. Alright, I was able to get the pulley off, and I did get it mounted on this new engine. I put the old belt in place, put the cover back on. I checked the tension on the belt when I put the tensioner down, and it seems to be okay. Those belts are shot, but for testing purposes, I'm going to run them today. I'm going to put oil in this engine yet and get some gas in it and start it up and see how it runs. But I definitely need new belts, so I got to get measurements of them, see if I can't order some online. I usually order that stuff off Amazon most of the time, once in a while eBay if I find it a little cheaper. But I'll just do the measuring and find out how long of belts I need. And I will have to replace a few bolts like that one. It just spins in there, it needs tightened up, but I can't get it any tighter. I tried getting it tighter but needs a new bolt. I think the threads are stripped on the bolt itself. But because it's probably going to vibrate when I have this thing running. It'll probably sit there and vibrate a little bit, make more racket. But and then I still have this this pulley guard that I'm going to have to fabricate some brackets for this engine, and I actually might make some brackets that I can fasten here and keep that guard in place, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that at a later date. But anyways, I'm going to try and get some oil in this, get some gas in this, get it started, and fire up for you guys and see if there's anything else I'm going to have to do to it. Alright, I got the oil added into the engine, and I went down and I got one of these old stock bales that I had baled last year. As you can see, it's kind of falling apart a little bit, but I think it'll make good mulch for the garden. So I'm going to use that as a test for testing this thing and see how well it chops it up. So, things I got gas and oil in this. I'm going to get my camera set up on the tripod so I'm able to have both hands free and feed the stalks down into this thing, get it started. Once I get this camera set up, and I'll start filming again and start running it through. Okay, I'm going to start this thing. Okay, there's the finished product right here, and that's what it looked like when it started out. I think that'll make some good mulch for my garden beds. I chop all this stuff up. I have probably 20 bales or so of this, stock bales. As you can see, there's corn cobs in it. A lot of big chunks of corn stalk like that. Well, my plans are using this. To mulch up them bales. I have some old grass bales I can mulch up, and I have horse manure. I'm going to blend all three of them and mix them up good. And I do have some dirt and some, well, it's dirt from my son's tree. He cut down a tree and had the stump ground out, and he brought that over, piled up, and I used a lot of that. But there's still some of it left, and it's got the wood chips and soil both mixed, and I'll blend it in along with this corn stalks that I mulch up and the grass bales and the horse manure. I think it'll make a good mixture for my raised garden beds next spring. Hopefully I get time. I'm going to get my beds set up and get the stuff mulched up and get them filled this winter, and let them sit all winter, and they'll start breaking down. And then in spring I'll top them off, fill them up with fresh mulch on top, and start planting my garden come spring. Well, thanks for watching on this video. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and enjoy my videos as I produce them. And those that you have subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming and viewing my videos. Be sure and tell a friend, family member, whatever. Try and get more people to subscribe. I want my numbers to go up, and I appreciate it. Thank you.